This deadly rampage in Texas comes as mass shootings are in fact on the rise nationwide. Gabe Gutierrez is here, and Gabe, this type of horror has become quite familiar to Americans.
Yeah, that's right, Lester. This is the deadliest school shooting in the U.S. since the Parkland rampage in February of 2018. As has become common now, there are already growing calls to stop gun violence, which has been especially brutal this year. Another crime scene, another earth-shattering act of violence, another mass shooting in America. This one at an elementary school full of 2nd through 4th graders. Already this year, there have been more than 200 mass shootings, according to data from the Gun Violence Archive. And a new FBI report shows the number of active shooter incidents in the U.S. last year jumped more than 50% compared to the year before. The shooters increasingly choosing soft targets. Just days ago, 10 people were killed at a supermarket in Buffalo. Their funeral is still underway. In California, a gunman targeted a church. In the last 3 years, gunmen have opened fire at a kosher market in New Jersey, a Walmart in El Paso, and a supermarket in Boulder, Colorado. The statistics are clear, but what to do about them is not.
We are seeing way too many of these horrific mass murders, and we need to devote far more law enforcement resources to stopping violent criminals and preventing these kind of absolute acts of evil.
And Gabe, you and I have covered more of these than we care to even think about. What was it like to hear the numbers, to see those images again that are all too familiar?
Yeah, Lester, we were on the air earlier today when the governor first revealed that death toll, and it was just a gut punch. You know, you said it. How many of these shootings have we reported on over the last decade? And I think back to Columbine. You know, I was just a teenager then, but I remember how unbelievable it felt at the time, how tragic now that this has all become so common.
Yeah, the list continues to grow. All right, Gabe, thank you.
We are seeing way too many of these horrific mass murders, and we need to devote far more law enforcement resources to stopping violent criminals and preventing these kind of absolute acts of evil. We are seeing way too many of these horrific mass murders, and we need to devote far more law enforcement resources to stopping violent criminals and preventing these kind of absolute acts of evil. We are seeing way too many of these horrific mass murders, and we need to devote far more law enforcement resources to stopping violent criminals and preventing these kind of absolute acts of evil.